Hi everyone, welcome to another video on Turn to Data. So today we are going to solve another DataLemur question on SQL. If you have not seen my previous videos, you can watch one of them to figure out how to land on this website, and you'll be also able to find the previous questions that we have solved. So today what we are going to do is we are going to look at this question from LinkedIn regarding duplicate job postings. It's an easy level question on SQL, so let's see. Let's quickly go through the question once. So it says, assume you are given a table containing job postings from various companies on LinkedIn platform. Write a query to retrieve the count of companies that have posted duplicate job listings. And there is also a definition given. Says duplicate job listings are defined as two job listings within the same company that share identical titles and descriptions. So in this case, we have the table structure here. You have 4 columns and you have an example input which looks like this. So you have the actual job ID, the company ID, the title and the description, and this is how you want the output to be. So the name of the column should be duplicate underscore companies, and it should show total number of companies which has more than one duplicate job or more than one job which has the same title and description. And there is also an explanation here. There is one company called 345 that posted duplicate job listing. All right. So let's see how this works. First of all, on the right side, I'm going to run this code to see my table. If you scroll down, you will find 4 columns again: company ID, title, job ID, and description. And just quickly reviewing the table here, so we can see we have company ID 827 here, which says business analyst, and then 827 here, which says data scientist. So these two are not duplicate job entries, but if you scroll down further, you will find 827 with data scientist again. So this job and this job is a duplicate. Yeah. So looking at the table once, we can figure out, what should be our output if it's a small table. But nonetheless, let's write the query. So the first thing that I'll do here is I'll use the same table that I have, but instead of getting my job ID in this column, I'll try to find the actual count of job IDs against a company. Let's see how that is done. So the first thing I'll do is I'll say select, show me the company ID, show me the title, the description, and along with all this, I just want the count of job IDs, and I can name this column, the count column that I'm preparing, as job underscore count. Okay. Now from which table do I want this? I want this from the job listings table, and since count is an aggregate function, we'll use group by here. If you're not aware of when and how to use group by, please feel free to check out the previous videos where I have explained usage of group by and when and how easily you can use group bys and learn the concept as well. So I'm applying group by with company ID, title, and description. All right. So let me do one thing. Let me run this table first, or run this query first. So now if you see, I have run this query and my output looks something like this. So I have a company ID and I have the title, and on the right side you can also see there is a job count. So what it means is, now in this table I can see company ID 827 and 827 again, but this job is different from this job, and data scientist, comes twice. So if you scroll on the right side, you will see job count appearing as twice. So if you are already able to figure it out, then you can probably go ahead and write your full query. But just to let you know, we'll basically do one thing. We'll take the count of records which has more than one job ID, and that will be our output. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put all of this as a subquery, because now we have a temporary table, or you can say a subtable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to name this table as subtable. Okay. And I'm going to run a parent query outside this. So now all I need is select count of distinct company IDs. That's all we need, right? Because we just need the count. If you look at the question, this is how your output should be. So all we need is the count of company, and this is what it says. There is only one company ID 345. So we are taking the count of company IDs where the job count is greater than 1. Okay, so select count of distinct company ID, and we can name this column. So what we are doing is we are actually renaming this column as something. What do we want? We want this. So copy it, paste it here. Now I'm going to say from. So now whatever I type after from is my table. So from this table, I want the distinct count. That's why I built up a subquery first, and then I'm building up the final query. So I'll select company ID count from this table. Okay. And all I need to do now is put a condition where job count is nothing but this job count, which is your last column here. Okay, where job count is greater than 1. Okay, let's see if this works. Run the code, and there you go. So you have 3 companies which have duplicate job postings, and it's as simple as that. Now the reason why you used subquery is because we can't directly take the count of company and group it in one go, because that will display the company IDs row by row or company ID by company ID. What we want to do is we want to take an aggregate count. That's the reason we put a subquery first and then a parent query outside it. Okay, let's see if this is the right solution. So you can click on submit, and on the left side you can see your solution is accepted. What I recommend doing, as always, is you can go to discussion to see different inputs from different people. There are multiple ways you can use this particular query or write this particular query, and there is a standard solution provided by DataLemur. You can also check this out. This is a very cool website if you want to practice SQL questions, especially SQL interview questions that are asked in different corporate companies. So that's basically it. This is your query. You can practice it on your own. If you have any queries or any comments, any feedback, please post it on the comment section. If you are first time on this channel, please consider subscribing if you liked the video, and hit that like button if you enjoyed this. Thanks once again. I'll see you with another video next week.